if the evildoers get through, the skies will darken with locusts, it will rain 40 days and 40 nights, the world will end as we know it if you guys aren't doing your job. But I've been to events like these, and you guys are the best of the best. Even though I truly believe you are already the best of the best, we can all get better. So what I'm going to do is the remaining time that I have with you, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to ask you to be better when you leave here than when you came in. You need to be a better leader. You need to form teams better. Everything that you think you know or understand about this business, it's going to be totally blown up in the next few years. Everything that you feel the way it should be done, it's not going to be done that way. Everything you're doing within 5 years will be completely different than it is right now. You need to be outside of your comfort zone. This is the most important message I have to share with you. The secrets, with all respect to all the vendors that are outside there, the magic sauce is not going to come from a vendor. It's going to come from you moving from the left side of that slide to the right side. Doing something that scares the hell out of you. Personally, where you feel vulnerable, that's where the magic is going to happen. So the biggest secret I have to share with you is get the hell out of your comfort zone. You're too comfortable with your own ideas, talking among yourselves. Who are you as a leader? Who are you as a dad, as a mom, as an uncle, as an aunt, or as a brother, as a sister? What is your legacy going to be as it revolves around tech? Think about that for a second. What do you, when they put you 6 feet under, what do you want your legacy to be? Because your industry is forcing you in a certain direction where your legacy might be different than what you think it should be. And the biggest thing I want to ask you is, in the next 5 years, which movie do you want to be known for starring in? In the pre-crime police environment. That is happening right now. JP Morgan Chase announced earlier this year they have an algorithm that can predict whether people on their trading floors are going to do bad things. You guys have the power of the kingdom in your hands. Which movie do you want to star in? Because the world is forcing you, and your security environment is forcing you in one of two directions. You will all be implementing JP Morgan Chase's model within the next 5 years. Your university, your hospital, your insurance firm, your company will ask you to put in a pre-crime thought police environment to protect ourselves from ourselves. You will be doing that work. Is that the legacy you want to be remembered for? Or, just like the heads-up display in Iron Man, heads-up displays will be one of the most empowering things, and wearable things are going to be the most empowering forces the world has ever seen in the next 10 years. You're also going to be asked to make wearable tech that your teammates use safe. Now, in reality, it's not an either-or. In reality, you're going to be playing in both worlds. But if you're not careful, situations that you are presented will create your legacy. 5 years from now, what do you want your legacy to be? Why am I talking about this so much? Because when we did that Future of Work study, we asked people, what are the toughest choices our leaders need to make over the next 5 to 10 years? the number one thing was 86% of the people said, free people to succeed. We're too worried about security. We're handcuffing our people. We're too worried about policies and procedures. We are destroying the human capital that we have because we're too security conscious. We need to think about how do we maintain security and empower our people. When we ask people, what do we mostly focus on? We found the story of the tortoise and the hare. Over the last 30 years, we have been super speedy to jump on anything that can reduce costs, that can improve efficiency, that can improve security. We have been unbelievably frickin' slow at improving how we help our people. I'm not here saying there's any right and wrong. There is none. I'm saying from the perspective of the legacy you want to leave, I'm asking you to ask yourselves a question. My answer to some of these questions might be different than yours. That's okay. The person next to you, their answer might be different. Throughout human history, simplicity has always been about power. Since we began leaving our caves, the difference between the winners and the losers, the winners always had things made simpler for them. The losers always had things more complex. So you have security on one hand. The other hand is simplicity. The biggest way to solve your problems is through design thinking, which is to make it easier for the good guys to have more power. When you leave here today, what's going to be the answer to that question? The only answer that you will find will come from in here. Thank you for your time.